Why do market reports from market advisory services feel like a fire drill? It's not by accident. It's the anatomy of manufactured panic. Advisors prey on emotional terminology like free fall, black swan, and market carnage to bypass your logic and trigger your survival instincts. In 2026, volatility isn't just a metric, it's being weaponized. By focusing on the 2026 Volatility Index in every update, firms create a permanent environment of perceived crisis. If the world is always ending, you'll never feel safe enough to stick to a long-term plan. Marketing firms use this fear to urge you to renew your subscription, allowing them to retain you as a customer, building their revenue and keeping farmers paying for the same story again and again. And again. This leads to the now or never trap. It's the moment an analyst tells you that if you don't pull the trigger right this second, you'll lose your opportunity to get ahead. It forces you to trade your multi-year marketing strategy for 10 minutes of short-term relief. At this point, you aren't selling grain to make a profit. You're selling grain to stop the stress. Panic is a product sold by those who profit from your activity, not your equity. Recognize the terminology. Ignore the norms. If the report makes you feel like the sky is falling, remember, the sky has been falling since the futures market began. Stick to your plan and be flexible when you choose to be flexible. We've been conditioned to believe that a national heat map is the same thing as a marketing plan, but a predictive model doesn't know your bin capacity. It doesn't know your local ethanol plant's rail loader is shut down for repairs. This is the illusion of the expert forecast. There is an inherent conflict between advisory firm-backed analysis and your bottom line. A marketing advisory firm's business model thrives on renewals and repeat customers. Your business model thrives on margin. When an expert tells you to chase a price target, they aren't looking at your break-even requirements. They're trying to find a message that speaks to you, trying to find a single small success keeps you coming back again and again. And of course, you'll pay them along the way. The most successful marketers are moving away from price targets and moving toward probability distributions. Instead of asking, where is the price going? Ask, what is the statistical likelihood of this move holding for 30 days? In this chart, the y-axis shows the probability of occurrence percentage, a metric that large forecasting models often obscure when they issue simple sell signals. The x-axis across the bottom shows the corn futures price, labeled for the 2026 crop, from a bear market low to a speculative high. The curve shows the most likely outcome at a 68% confidence interval. This shaded region represents the objective reality that the vast majority of market movements are not extreme. They happen in a very predictable range. The current market move. The vertical dashed line indicates the statistical center and the high probability zone. The low probability rally target points to the tail end of the curve, the area that expert forecasts use to build hype and panic, but where the statistical chance of that price materializing is actually very low. Stop letting a so-called expert in a city office who hasn't driven down a gravel road in years dictate your stress levels. Marketing isn't about predicting the future, it's about managing the probabilities of the present. Build your plan on your own data, not their expensive illusions.